What the trophy road you're in says about you in Brawl Stars. Town Square. You're at the very beginning of your Brawl Stars journey. If you're here, you just finished playing the tutorial as well as a couple of games and decided to give the game a shot after all the hype you've seen in person and on the internet. Town Square 2. So you've given the game a few hours and have probably already picked a favorite brawler. And opening star drops for you is like opening presents, just because of how many skins, brawlers, and progression points you can get from it. Town Square 3. You're still testing the game out, and by this point, you found a game mode that you're dedicated to push. You have some brawlers at rank 10, and about 80% of the games you play in are full of bots. Retropolis. You're in that phase where you play a brawler based on the skin you have for them. And on top of that, you're finding it a little more difficult to win games, especially if you're pushing brawlers to rank 15 and up. Retropolis 2. You've unlocked a couple of basic brawlers from Trophy Road, like Poco and Jessie, and you either level up your favorite brawler as much as possible, while you keep the rest of your account on level 1, or you're the type of person to level up all your brawlers equally. Retropolis 3. You're starting to dabble in other game modes, and trying to test out what game modes you want to main. And you're starting to get a couple of really clean skins for brawlers. Frontier World. Now you're getting exposure to clubs. You probably never cared about them before, but after seeing all the people you play against in clubs, it makes you want to join one too. Frontier World 2. Okay, the trophies are slowly racking up in your account now, and you might have been exposed to all the Brawl Stars content online. This stage will definitely keep you hooked on the game for some time. Frontier World 3. Honestly, by this point, you're cruising so fast in the trophy road that nothing about you has really changed. But you've definitely noticed that you're spending a lot more time on the game, especially during the school year. Haunted Haven. These are where the typical bots are located in Brawl Stars. Even if you are a good player, most people will brush right by you because of how low in trophies you are. You're basically not low enough to be a beginner, and you're not high enough for people to care. You're the middle child. Haunted Haven 2. You're continuing to push your brawlers, and you're even starting to stack up with others in order to win as much games as possible. Haunted Haven 3. Congratulations, you're finally going to hit 10,000 trophies in the game. Supercell rewards you with a juicy hypercharge, and hopefully you've gotten better since starting the game. But some of you guys might feel fatigued, especially with how insignificant that achievement is in the long run. Adventureland. You're growing hatred towards some brawlers in the game. Because since you're a bit higher up now, you're fighting real people who use cheesy brawlers to win matches. And you have random spurts where you only play one game mode for like a couple of days, then switch. Adventureland 2. I expect you to be at least in gold when it comes to ranked, and hopefully you have 1 or 2 brawlers at 1,000 trophies or higher. But hey, even if you don't, that just means you're a more well-rounded player. Adventureland 3. I've noticed a lot of people in this range start to promote their YouTube channel in-game, and most of their videos consist of skull emoji edits. Hopefully that's not you, because I get randoms that can do better than that. Mystic Mountain. You've been playing for 6 months to a year by now. You might have lost some passion for the game, especially with all the crappy updates that are coming out, but it still stands as your favorite mobile game. Mystic Mountain 2. As you progress higher and higher up in the trophy road, you start to develop an ego. So by this point, you're the one who starts to blame the randoms that play bad, instead of being blamed by others. Mystic Mountain 3. It must feel amazing that you finally hit 20,000 trophies. That's like above half the player base, and you're finally not a noob. But don't get me wrong, there's still plenty of terrible players in this range, especially if they main brawlers like Edgar and Kit. Brolywood. Some of you guys have hit Mythic already, and some of you guys have been playing casually for many years. The range of players in this trophy range is super diverse, and everybody has completely different looking accounts, as cringy as that may sound. Brolywood 2. I don't even know what to say. Some of you guys are absolutely insane at the game, and others make me want to throw my phone. There is no consistency here, and most of the Edgar players that grief my games are somewhere around here. You're probably in a pretty stable club by now, and have unlocked at least 50 brawlers. Even though you may not be great at most of them, you don't play bad till the point people literally report you for throwing their game. Fairytale Castle. You're more than halfway past the trophy road. From here on out, progression feels a lot slower, and the rewards you get don't feel as rewarding, since you get used to getting the same thing every milestone. Also, by this point, you've fully mastered at least 2 brawlers, with both of them being maxed out with hypercharges. Fairytale Castle 2. 99% of people here have been playing for at least a year, and have had their on and offs with the game. And I bet you're in that phase where you watch the biggest Brawl Star YouTubers, and take their advice. Fairytale Castle 3. Lower level players might start adding you if you're this high, and play at a high level. You're also continuing to polish your game, and having those 0 and 6 performances are getting more rare on your account. Tomorrow World. Some of these players here have been playing the game since it first came out, and others have been grinding for years. But this is where people start to max out certain game modes, like hitting Masters in Ranked, or getting top 200 brawlers in the world. Tomorrow World 2. If you're not at least in Mythic by this point, then that's kind of sad, and hopefully your account has a few rows of 1000 trophy brawlers. Tomorrow World 3. I would consider you a solid player if you made it here. There are a few outliers that are really bad, but for the most part, if you can get 40,000 trophies, you're gonna be pretty good at the game. Waterland. You got around 15 hypercharges for your brawlers, and have had at least 1 brawler hit top 200 in your local area. And I wouldn't be surprised if you've hit the higher stages of the record levels. Waterland 2. This is the stage where people are actually impressed, just from your trophy count. You've proven that you're a dedicated player to the game, and you're not a one-trick pony with a brawler. Waterland 3. Congratulations, you're halfway to 100k, but from here on out, whenever you play 3v3, you're gonna go against actual competition. And you finally know how to draft, who to ban, and what team comp is best in Ranked. Chrono Trap 1. Okay, you're certified. Most people would be happy with you in a 3-stack, and you bring a lot of experience and skill in game. You've probably also played before 2020 and have experienced the ups and downs that comes with Brawl Stars. Chrono Trap 2. You can compete at a pretty high level with at least 1 brawler, and you've seen a couple of professional Brawl Stars players in your games. Chrono Trap 3. You're officially better than 90% of the active player base. This is a huge achievement, and no matter how you put it, you're really good at the game. Sure, there's still some players who abuse broken brawlers, but for the most part, you have skill. Toonstown 1. Now we are entering the territory of sweats. Obviously there's nothing wrong with that, but there's no worse feeling than bombing a quiz, than having a solid player in this trophy range absolutely cook you. Toonstown 2. You're starting to get to the point where buying true gold and silver skins won't harm you in any way. You also probably have a bunch of exclusive and limited time skins from events back before the game blew up. Toonstown 3. Okay, this is impressive and all, but you're getting to the point where it's becoming an addiction. You gotta win like 10,000 or more games to get here. So if you think about it, the only thing people here do all day is play Brawl Stars. Creepsville. You definitely have an insane 3-stack that you play with in ranked. You've also probably lost a lot of joy for game modes that aren't high stakes, so special events and ranked are the only things you really play. Creepsville 2. You definitely have your little club tag in your name, there's no doubt about it. But you're a legit good player, so it doesn't look as bad. Creepsville 3. You're entering the final stage of Brawl Stars. From here on out, everybody you play against are gonna be real competition, and seeing Alien Fame and level 9 record levels or higher isn't super uncommon. Toyland. You're within the top 1% of all Brawl Stars players. By this point, you've gotten every brawler to 1,000 trophies, you've hit the highest ranks in the game, and you've played through most, if not all of Brawl Stars updates. Medieval Manor. Wow, you've really made it. You're not only one of the best players in the world, but you have accolades that most casual players dream of. If you're not making money in some type of way with the game, I'm honestly surprised. But congrats again, cause being anywhere in this range is no joke. Click here to watch another banger.